Wondering what crypto miner hosting is and why you need it? If you're tired of dealing with high heat, constant noise, and skyrocketing electric bills from running your crypto miners at home, we've got the solution. Welcome to Terra Hosting. We make crypto mining hassle-free. Our top-tier facilities ensure your operations run smoothly with an impressive average 99% uptime. Need help? Our 24/7 support team and repair services are always ready to assist you. Got a broken machine? We offer RMA assistance to get you back on track as fast as possible. While you wait for your unit, Terra Hosting will loan you a similar model so that you don't lose hash rate, keeping your profits coming in. Looking to expand your farm? Our clients get significant discounts on mining hardware. Make the smart move to Terra Hosting. Visit terrahosting.io today and experience stress-free crypto mining.
Hello, what's going on, guys? Oh, there's a little, it's blocking. I gotta move over. Move you over, TikTok and Instagram. It's still there, you can see it right there. It's like the little stuff that bothers you. There we go. We're good? Are we better? Cool. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome. Let me turn down the music here. Music's bumping. There we go. Music should be in a better spot. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today. We're doing a quick check-in here. Those of you guys that are on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, quick mic check. Make sure mic's good. Make sure music's good as we dive into it. Those of you guys that have been hanging out with me already on TikTok and Instagram, welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. Do appreciate it. Hey, that little cable in the corner is back. A little cable in the corner. Oh, there's a little, it's not a cable. Right here. It's right here. Right here. Right here, right? Right there. Is that where you guys? Is that you guys here? Let's just shoot this way a little bit. Ooh. Bam, done. We got it. We're good. Anyways, guys, welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today on your Tuesday. 12:30 p.m. Eastern. If you guys are tuning in later on, do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me and enjoy the VOD. If you guys watch this afterwards, feel free to comment, and I always like to read all the comments and go through there. We have a number of people over on TikTok. Welcome, TikTok. Instagram. We're on Instagram again. Love it. Got Instagram growing and TikTok as well. Those of you guys everywhere else, we got YouTube, we got Twitch, and we got Twitter. Thank you guys for joining me. As I always say, join on the platform that you guys enjoy the most. I'm not going to ask you to move platforms or change or anything. Just watch wherever you guys enjoy the most, which I do appreciate it. So we're going to hang out today. Got a number of things we want to chat about. But if there's something you guys want to talk about, there's a topic, a question you have, fire it away in chat, and I will answer it as soon as I can. Always enjoy kind of just chatting, right? Like that's what these are for. These are not for me. These are for you guys, of just kind of answering questions, chatting on topics. I always do enjoy them very, very much, which is cool. But that being said, how's the market doing? How's our baby Bitcoin doing, right? How are we doing? I saw we were down to like 76 again. Like what happened? What did I miss? I love seeing us like 80, 82. That was like, all right, here we go. That was like what, the 14th, 15th. And then what happened? Love to know. I haven't kept up with things. Please educate me, guys. What happened that we went ahead and saw this drop now below 80,000? Very curious on just kind of what was. A lot of times there's a determining factor, right? It's not just usually market conditions. There's usually a determining factor trigger that drops fear amongst people, and that's something that occurs a lot. Am I excited for the Caspa hard fork? So great question there, Riley. I have not kept up with it in any way, shape, or form. When is it? And the second thing is on Thursday's live stream, I'm going to have on Greater Good Mining, who is like my Caspa expert. And we're going to talk about that more because I want to know more. So in the meantime, Riley, when is this hard fork? And my second question to that is, a hard fork doesn't matter anything for me unless it adds more mining rewards back to miners. Outside of that, like, great, they can make any manipulations, changes, hard forks, but if it doesn't add larger rewards back to miners, it doesn't really matter to me, if that makes sense. Demi Gamer says, "Hi Hobbyist, I am having electricity rate here in India of, is that 2 cents? 2 cents, yeah, 2 cents. Which ASIC would be best and cost effective? I was looking at the S19K Pro. Ugh, don't touch the 19K Pro, brother. Now listen, you have 2 cents. And now my question, I got lots of questions. 2 cents. Is that all the time? Is that only certain times a day? Is that consistent? Are we going to see power outages? Are we going to see up and down? Love to know more about that 2 cents. Like, right? That am I reading that right? That's not 20. Are you 25 cents or 2 cents? I really want to know. There's a big difference. And don't waste a dime on a 19K Pro. But first I want to know about that power. So let me know more. Would love to know more about that. Jumping in here, taking a look. Anybody looking at Pearl? I'm just looking at it from the perspective of my AI rigs getting rented for it, but I'm not powering on GPUs for it. Pearl is going to come and go, just like any other little quick crypto coin pump. 5th to the 20th of June. Wait, it's 15 days long? Is GPU mining worth it in 2026? No. AI rig rentals or GPU rig rentals, yes. We got Retro Mike here. Welcome, brother. Thanks for coming to hang out. He's going to bring some knowledge bombs here. If you're running my solo Caspa node, it may cease to function with the hard fork. Ah, got it. Well, thanks for that PSA. I do appreciate that. My neighbors don't eat their trash out of their... What does that even mean? Dizzy says, my Bitforge Nano found a BC2 block last night. Not huge, but it's something. I'll tell you what. It doesn't matter what the block is. When you hit a block, it is still like a lot of fun and a joy, right? Now, granted, that block may be worth very little, but it's still a lot of fun. More programmable, silver script, better for miners. Riley, so I'm not doubting any of this. I'm going to ask questions. How is it better for miners from a profitability perspective? That's all I want to know. Listen, I am not a loyalist to a project. I'm a loyalist to making money. I don't, as I like to say with any of these projects that I buy miners for, I'm not doing this for charity. I'm not running a miner costing me several $100s a month for charity. Sorry. So in that regard, I'm always curious and learning more on like, how is this putting more money into the pockets of miners? T Dragger, greetings, Hobbyist Miner. If appropriate, how would you say that mining calculators track with actual results from pool mining sites like BTC, PowerPool, and Ocean? How would you say that mining calculators track? I mean, they all have their own calculations based off of hash rate, network difficulty. Those are all things to keep in mind. Mining calculators, you have to remember, are an estimate, and those estimates will consistently change. So what I mean by that is, if don't go and buy a miner, T-Dragger, seeing, okay, it makes $20 a day, and then believe it's going to make $20 a day in 2 weeks or 1 month or 3 months. There's no guarantees. That calculator, that estimate is just in that moment. To be honest with you, I actually always recommend people go over to What to Mine, find their coin, type in all the information, hash rate, watts at the wall, difficulty, costs of the hardware, and that gives you a really good snapshot of like ROI, and it also gives you a good snapshot. It's always just good to double check those calculators, right? Because you never know what those calculators are going to come back with. And like, here's a great example. We have seen many times over the years where the calculators are not correct. What's up there, Man's Corner? Kanan, I just now bought the dip. Nice. Way to go. Way to go. I'm actually going to be, let me find something real quick for you guys. Please hold, please hold, please hold. While I'm thinking, I didn't remember. So I want to link this in just, we're just going to do a quick, here's a quick PSA while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Quick PSA while I'm thinking about it. Let me mute that and bring this up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. So just going to share my screen real quick. If you guys are curious, I'm going to link this in chat, post it up. So our live stream today goes from 12:30 to 2, so about an hour and a half. At 3 o'clock, I'm actually going to be on a Spaces. This is a Twitter Spaces with the team over at Kanan. And they're kind of starting a new series called Behind the Channel, Life as a Bitcoin Mining Creator. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So if you guys enjoy our conversation and you just want something to listen to at work, or you want to save it and listen to it, on your way home or on your commute or whatever, feel free to listen to it. I will be live and you can join in, but you won't be able to say anything, but you guys will be able to listen in, which I think will be a lot of fun. So that is directly following this, about 3 p.m. So there's about an hour between this live stream and when this happens on Kanan's Twitter. So go over and check it out. I will link it there, and love to have you guys stop in and listen in on that Spaces. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. What were we saying about calculators? I've seen several people make mistakes with mining calculators. They go on a website, they see that a miner makes X, they buy that miner, and then they find out later that calculator was not accurate or something was messed up with it. And so mistakes are made. So I always recommend people kind of do their own math on these things. And there's no guarantees. There's no absolutes. I want to make sure I continue to say that. It's something I've been saying in some videos recently. And I want to continue to say that because I don't want people to have false promises or false hope. Let's see here. Checking in. But the problem is single phase 240 volt connection cannot buy hydro, but it's around 3 cents, 24/7 power. I have capacity. That's awesome. Listen, Demi Gamer, I would love to chat this out more. I think there's a lot of different avenues you can go, with your low electric rate. What's up there? As Coretta, welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with me, brother, on Instagram. I see you. I see you. There's a lot of different avenues you can go. Single phase, I think, is awesome. 240 volt, awesome, love it. Now, you instantly, with that low electric, want to go with hydro, right? You want to get these badass machines, but as you said, you're limited. That's fine. There's still lots of really good avenues to go. I also would look at like script miners versus Bitcoin miners because you're going to get more money, you're going to get paid out more, and you can just use a pool to convert it. So it could mine script and then get paid out in Bitcoin. So you could get more with less. And what I mean by that is, how many Bitcoin miners do you have to run to earn X? You can probably run half of that with script miners. So there's lots of different avenues to go, but Demi Gamer, sounds like there's a lot that we could chat about on this. Not that I can answer it singly in this live stream, but reach out to me. Let's get a call scheduled. Email me, thehobbyistminer@gmail.com. Let's flush that out for you. I think there's a lot of different avenues you can go. Charlie says, do you have your AC Infinity fan screwed into the wood board where the ASIC sits on? Yes. Yes. Glad you asked that. Great question. So when I first built out my first shed and I did the inline fan system, those of you guys not familiar, I replaced the ASIC fans with an inline fan and a shroud. Significantly quieter is why I do that. I took the ASIC, slotted it, and on the shrouds for my ASICs, on the feet, there's little holes. So you can screw that miner directly into the shelf. Perfect. The inline fan I didn't do. Came in the next day. The inline fan's vibrations had it fall off the shelf. Now, it was it had a hose clamp, and it wiggled out of that hose clamp and fell on the ground. So now all of my inline fans have the HVAC tape, and then they have a clamp, 8-inch clamp, and then, believe it or not, you can actually see in on the sides of the inline fan. On the base, there's holes, so I put a self-tapper screw in and screw it to the actual shelf, so it's all fully secured. Great observation there. Retro Mike says it's not 2022. We don't talk about cash flow profitability anymore. All right, love it, absolutely love to see it. Hey, what's going on, guys, on TikTok? Thanks for stopping by. Same thing with Instagram. Thank you guys for coming over to support me very, very much. Let's go ahead, scoot down here. All the KS5s are offline. There you go. I have a number of KS5 Pros for sale that I'm having trouble moving. So if anyone's interested, please reach out to me. Demi Gamer says, I can get 3-phase connection, 440 volt, but the electricity cost per kilowatt will increase. Yeah, don't do that. You don't have to have... No. Stick with what you have. Single phase power is fine. You don't need to go to 3-phase. Please don't do that. Orpheus, Caspa, kill launching products on chain. Ugh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, you want to look at your cost, as Luke is saying. If your 240, 220 volt is cheaper, stick with it. 100%. Yep, I like it. Hello, Hobbyist Miner. What's up, Dan Pauly? Welcome. Funds are too expensive for Watts miners. Yeah, let's chat through it. Demi Gamer. Kevin gonna be there, Hobbyist? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out, right? Can I contact you on Discord? Yep, you can hit me up on Discord. Fully Electric is here. Listen, Fully Electric has arrived. What's up, man? This is great. I'm having lunch and watching. Perfect time for a live stream. Well, perfect time for you to come hang out with me. Listen. Maybe I'll go get my lunch, and we can have a lunch meeting together. Fully Electric. You know, you can sit on that side of the table, and I can sit on this side, and we can chat it out. You know, have a little snack. Thanks, Nick. Nick in chat went ahead and linked that. Yeah, Demi Gamer. We'll chat on Discord or email, whatever. But ideally, the best way for us to have a one-on-one and hash this out entirely is booking a call, 30 minutes or an hour, whatever you feel is best. Most people will book 30 minutes and then they go, crap, I should have booked an hour. I hear that all the time because 30 minutes goes by like that, and people come to me with a long list of questions or discussion points, and we get through like a quarter of them. Dan Pauly, hey Hobbyist, I am solo mining a Q on standard mode. Love it, 240 volt. Though an Umbral node on public pool. That's fine. I'm only connecting 12 out of 13 peers. Is that normal, or should I have more peers? No, I think that peer number is correct. The peers are not very high with that. So yeah, you're doing everything you should. Everything you should. I was actually just recording a video on some of these solo miners back behind me. They're not there just for display pieces. Those are actually the video that'll be coming out tomorrow, which will be cool. What's up, Crypto Mikkel? Where in the world is Crypto Mikkel today? Are you working from home or are you on the road? Vault Farm. Caspa already discussed. Just wondering if any tried to run the new node. I tried yesterday and got errors. I didn't think it rolled out yet, right? I didn't think the hard fork rolled out yet. So that would pretty much explain that. I'm wanting to find 240 volt hydro units to use the waste heat to heat a pool during pool season and then heat a garage during cold temperatures. I am hitting a wall on finding hydro. Correct. You're not going to find hydro miners. Okay, here's the question to step back, Brent. What's your electric rate? Because like you might spend thousands of dollars in electric to do something like that. You can, that's why I'm very curious on like what I love the idea. Don't get me wrong. I love the idea of recirculating and repurposing the heat. Love it. I think it's a great idea. But I'm very curious on like, what is your electric rate? Because I think that's more important than what miner you get, you know, how you want to repurpose that heat. Because guess what? The math's not going to math if you end up spending a fortune on electric and you're like, but I'm heating it. Like, no. Let's make sure it maths first, right? So like, what is your electric rate that you're trying to do this with? The second thing is you don't necessarily have, like, you don't have to seek 3-phase, which I understand you're looking for single phase, which is fine. And I get it. But there's other avenues that you can go to with heat exchangers that you can look at in a single phase capacity. Some people will go with like a fog hashing C2 kit, and you can get a heat exchanger so that it is actually being used in that regard. Love the new shirt design. Thank you. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in a minute. That'll be a lot of fun to chat about. But yeah, there's different ways that you can utilize that heat and maximize that heat. And you don't need hydro miners and you don't need 3-phase. So that's something to take a look at. There's alternative methods. I think immersion's probably the best bet for running some of these full-size ASICs at home. And then you can use a heat exchanger in that regard. Crypto Mikkel might be able to comment, but I don't know of any hydro miners that run on 240 volt. You have to have 3-phase, is my understanding. Working from home today. Whoa. Much love, Mining Fam. Nice. I like it. I like it. Welcome, welcome. Testnet went actually live on the 18th. Oh, okay. The fork's early June. Got it. Thank you, Vault Farm, for giving me that insight. While Crypto Mikkel brings it up, show you guys real quick. Here is the new t-shirt. It's actually what you guys see me wearing right now. This is our May release, just came out a few days ago. We showed it on the live stream. So I'll get a little closer here. So it has the Hobbyist Miner logo in the tag. It also has a distressed Bitcoin logo on the chest, and it says freedom. There's nothing on either side and nothing on the back. This is part of our new series. We're going to be releasing the new shirt every single month, different design. Next month is going to be more American flag themed. So if you enjoy being more of a patriot in those regards, it'll be an American flag Bitcoin style themed. I'm waiting for the 2 drafts from the designers on those. Every month we're going to be releasing one new shirt. So if you do ! merch in chat, you can go over and check it out, take a closer look at it. These are $30. I make $3 off these shirts. The shirts are very expensive, and the reason is because the quality of the shirt. I actually talk about kind of what they're actually made of, and that's what makes them so much more expensive. But they don't shrink, and they're actually comfortable to wear, and they also are they breathe, which is nice. So anyways, go check it out. If you don't like this shirt, wait for next month's shirt. Every month we'll go ahead and have another shirt out there. So take a look at it. I'll put in chat ! merch. For those of you guys on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, you can check it out, which will be pretty cool. Jumping back here from As Coretta, I live in a condo on the 2nd floor, but have the sun from 11 p.m. till maybe you mean 11 a.m. till sunset. You said p.m. I heard there are bendable solar panels that can be placed and with a bank to store the power. There are some solar panels that will adjust. They'll adjust and follow the sun. Are you looking to do this with zero energy through this? What do you think? Okay, love the idea. Are you looking to run like solo miners with this? Or are you looking like to run full-size ASICs? I assume like small home solo miners. And that being said, there might be some opportunity for some solar panels that adjust. You know, you might be able to get something smaller that you could put out on like a balcony or something like that that will adjust with the sun. Yeah, just solo miners. Yeah, absolutely. There are, I don't know of a brand out there. I actually have on my list of videos I want to do. I want to build a little solo miner set up to run 1 Bitax with a solar panel, all contained in one box. So it can mount on a mast, and this is just like a one-time thing. I'm not reselling this. I'll list out the parts on it, and I have no clue what I'm doing. I want to figure this out. I want a solar panel on a mast, and then under it an enclosure that has airflow. All of this powered by the solar panel. The solar panel runs into a battery, and then the battery, maybe there's some type of converter in there that converts into the actual for the miner that runs the bidax. Now, there's two ways I could go with that. I could go totally hardcore and put a little 5G modem in there, and so like then you could put this anywhere, or I can have it run off my home wireless. But I want to build this out in a future video and like do my research and get all the parts and figure it all out just for fun. Like this is just for fun to say I have a bidax running entirely on solo full time. Now we'll have to see, like, does it generate enough power during the day to build up enough power on a little battery in order to power the bidax overnight? I don't know. We'll have to see. But I thought it would be a lot of fun. And it would be a fun video to do. It doesn't need to be profitable. It doesn't need to like bring in a ton of views, but I thought it would be a lot of fun. Nice. I have 8 panels and 2 48-volt batteries now. Run my Doge 3 miners during the day. Nice. I need to find another BC2 block to buy that shirt. Ah, there you go. Cool. Hey, roll those profits in. Roll those profits in. Crypto Mikel, about to hop into a meeting. See you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Do appreciate it. I only have 4 miners and I want it to work 24/7. Yeah, so you'll have to have it depends how many how many watts you're using. It depends on the watts, as Roadside in chat says, because you'll have to see like what that can do. But yeah, maybe there's an opportunity there for some type of solar panel that adjusts. Are you limited to like a balcony? So only what that balcony can see? Or like putting a solar panel in there? Even a small, I'm talking like small solar panels. I'm not talking about these massive things. Because as you said, you're in a condo. So you are absolutely limited on what, what avenues you can go and what options you have. What did Crypto Mikel said? There are none unless you convert an air-cooled machine, which is completely doable. There you go. Yep. Hobbyist, look at the Solar Bit project. Probably is what you want. Okay, Solar Bit. Let's look here. Is that one I've seen that's like on a stand and rotates and stuff? Yes, I feel like I've seen this. I feel like I've seen... I think I've maybe seen this on like Twitter or something like that. Is what Retro Mike is referring to. Yes, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Here, let me mute the other music. Now, if you're on TikTok and if you're on Instagram, you won't be able to see it, but just go to Google and type in Solar Bit. We're looking at this here. Hang on, that's really loud. That thing's cool. Off-grid solar tracker. That's fancy. Oh my god, look at all these little mini parts. Oh, this is cool, but too many little parts. Oh, thank you there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate that. This is totally badass, but this is not something that like I would want to build. But it's cool. It's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you for sharing that, Retro Mike. I remember seeing that before in the past. Yeah, they have these full kits and stuff like that, which is pretty slick. I would dumb that down in like 2 seconds to be like solar panel, battery, converter, and they have some of that there. Exterior rated box, a little fan to cool it. Like, I don't know, have some fun with it, have some fun with it. But that's absolutely cool. Absolutely cool. Where can I find information to build a DIY ASIC silencing box? There is, let me find it. This is made by Upstream Data. Upstream Data has a box that they actually have. They actually have the blueprints, the plans. They call it the black box. and it's expensive, but it works. I have one. It absolutely works. But they have a, where is it? Upstream data black box DIY. They have a whole like document for you to like build your own. Where is that? Where is that? There was, I don't think that's it. There's one out there. You'll have to look for it. They have a whole document out there that you can use. Oh yeah, it comes out of here. This is someone's GitHub, but yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna put it in chat. I'll put it in chat for you guys. So like they show how this airflow works in their boxes. There's a whole video on it, and there's all the details on it on how to do it. But you can build your own silencer black box if you're interested. You know what else? Do you guys remember not a few years ago, Panda took a cooler. Remember the big like fishing style, like family big coolers? And you can put an ASIC in it. And I mean, in all reality, you could literally do an AC Infinity inline fan with the shrouds on each side, and then put that in a cooler and duct it out the front and the back. And like that thing will be absolutely silent. Absolutely silent. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You can get like a cheap, like $20, like big cooler from like Walmart, get an inline fan, AC Infinity inline fan for like $150, get the shroud for $150. So maybe you're into it for like, yeah, the Coleman cooler. Yep. Maybe you're into it for like $500. And you can do all that, and then you can pull fresh air in and exhaust the air out. There's a lot of different ways to go. I would probably, Panda has a video from a while ago. And the guy sent them like all the pieces. I would probably simplify that down to the Coleman cooler, inline fan, shroud system with your ASIC in there, and then piping it out on the front and the back. Intake coming in from like outside your house, and then exhausting it out. I think that would be the better way to go for sure. It has a servo motors to move with the sun. Oh, dude, I know. I saw that, and I was like, that is so cool. Said it has 30% better energy output than fixed solar panels. Well, yeah, of course, because it's rotating with the sun. Has a sensor on it and everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, thanks, man. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that love and support. Yeah, I am hoping as time goes on to do more little DIY project stuff like that, which I think would be really cool. I could even do a video on the Coleman cooler and my own version of the Coleman cooler, which would be some of those parts. That would be a lot of fun to do as well, which would be good. Because Panda did that a while ago, and I think honestly that gets you by. Like I think it all comes down to your price point, really. All comes down to your price point. But like if you think about it, the Coleman cooler, let's just call it the Coleman cooler silencer kit. And if I went with the shrouds on it and the inline fans on it, you know, you're about 500 in. Well, for like 2,000, you can buy one of the Upstream Data black boxes. Now get it. It's significantly more expensive, but it gives you the ability to stick with the stock fans. You put that thing outside, it's secure. You can bolt it down, it locks. You know, there's lots of different options out there. Am I still profitable in mining? Yes. But that's for a few reasons. One, my electric rate at my sheds, and two, hosting a lot of my miners as well. Plus three, diversifying a lot. I am into the AI compute side of things. That's been very profitable recently, about $250 a week for me right now. And then on top of that, diversifying into other things. DEPIN still in there. So yes, I would say if I was only solo mining, that's not profitable. But it's not supposed to be, right? You're supposed to hit a block, and then you can say it's profitable. Yes. Oh, thank you. R9 Miner, appreciate that. Yeah, I think too many people get stuck in their head like, hey, I bought these S19K Pros 5 years ago and they're paperweights now. Well, yes, those are from 5 years ago. When they released, they were great, but they were on the tail end of the last bull run, the tail end of the S19 series. You need to be flipping hardware probably once a year at this point. Hardware is evolving so quickly. You got to stay ahead of it for sure. Absolutely, for sure. I'm wondering if we could make use of the temperature differential to run my hardware from that. I have a Bidax Gamma 602, Octax, Titan, and one Raspberry Pi. Possibly. The Cooking Mailman, welcome. How are you, man? We were just talking about you last night. You just ordered an Avalon Q. Well, hopefully prices are pretty good, because most people aren't buying Avalon Qs right now, just because like here in Pennsylvania, it's 95 today. It's freaking stupid hot outside. And most people don't want to recirculate that heat. I took all the miners from all different places in my house and turned them all off. The Avalon Qs, we had one in my son's bedroom above my garage. We had another one in the kitchen. Those both got turned off, packed away. I will bring those back out when it hits fall and winter, but those aren't worth running during the summer and spring months, like, at all. But you have to remember, the Avalon Q is several years old now, Ooh, the Z15 Pro. Oh, don't get me started. Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, let's check in here. I want to look at a few things today. We'll put our music back on. A little something in the background, keep things going. To run an S21 Hydro on solar, you'll need panels on the size of a hockey rink. Oh, yes. I don't think anyone's looking to do that. I don't think anyone's looking to do that right now. What is up? What is up? Hello. All right. I'm in Minnesota, and it's 60 right now. Dude, I wish it was. I was in St. Louis last week. It was, like, beautiful out. High 60s. It was so nice outside. So taking a look here. Bitcoin's not as hot today. Not thrilled to see us drop below 80 again, but it is what it is. We are used to this norm of getting me all excited and hyped, and then things dropping off. But I'm keeping a closer eye on coins like Dogecoin, now consistently over 10 cents. Love to see it. Solana, Ethereum, Caspa. Some of the ones that I have significant bags of. Those are ones that I'm definitely keeping an eye out for sure. Other things going on right now. Did anybody pick up or anyone even look at the Z15 Pros? I'm over on mining now. And if I put in my electric rate of 7.5, it's still crushing it right now, right around $40 a day. Oh my gosh. That's insane, guys. Absolutely insane. Is anybody in a situation like me right now who's sitting by very impatiently waiting to get tracking? My understanding is that Bitmain has not sent out one unit, and they're well over a month late now. Like, Bitmain has shipped nothing. No Z15 Pros have gone out the door yet. And so they had 6 months to ship out their units, or to get their acting gear from a logistics perspective. And they went on freaking holiday at the end of April and came back and still didn't ship these units out. I hate the fact that one company is the 800-pound gorilla in the room, and they can do whatever the heck they want. And there is nothing else out there. And this is the issue with competitors. There's no other competitors out there making Zcash miners. Now, last live stream, I have my stipulations, and we'll see. I'm going to continue saying it. I think Gold Shell, I have no evidence of this. No one has told me anything. Fully Electric, you listening? I think that Gold Shell is going to come along and make a Zcash miner. That's going to be significantly better than the Z15 Pro. They're going to charge like $10,000 for it, like, without a doubt. Because we see this, right? We see this. Gold Shell sits quiet, doesn't say anything. And then all of a sudden, they come out with an altcoin miner that is a fortune, and that I mean, I give it to them. The efficiency, the hash rate, it's pretty dang good. Like, this is a Gold Shell norm, and they just kind of come in, get their burst of profits, and then they're out, right? The issue is like, that's pretty disruptive, and it happens before a big boy miner comes out from another competitor. So like Gold Shell, Bitmain, and Bitmain's like, so like Gold Shell comes out and disrupts like the generational performance of like what we would see from the current chips, and then Bitmain comes behind. So like, are we going to see a Gold Shell Zcash miner? And then bam, we see a Z19 Pro come out from Bitmain announced. And so that Gold Shell miner has like 3 months to let's just go balls to the walls on profits. Dude, I just got 2 Pro coming. No one better make anything better. 2 Pro what? Oh, Z15 Pros, you mean? Is that what we're talking about? Catching up here, fully electric. I have 2 new ones on the way, and RPM got tracking already. Yeah, I don't know. RPM works with Crypto Miner Bros, and Crypto Miner Bros has some like inside dealings. I don't know how they make it happen, but they do. They absolutely do. So good for him. Can't ship them till QA is complete. Yeah, Retro, my QA. It's like, listen, we've been QAing for like a year, and so we just need a little bit longer. Why can't we make them in the States? We absolutely can, but no one's there is not enough foundries in the States. The cost of labor is too expensive. I mean, you got to think about it. A lot of this stuff too is now being manufactured overseas and then shipped over here for assembly. So it can be said like assembled in the US or made in the US. That is how Bitmain is skirting around some of these challenges of import taxes and stuff. And it is true. I've seen it in person when I was at the last mining disrupt. 100% saw it. They upstairs at this facility had a full Bitmain assembly setup to assemble S21 series in the US. And they just got crates of fans and hash boards and control boards and power supplies all separate because the import tax is different on those. That's cool. I integrated my Avalon Q into Home Assist. I've seen that. It looks awesome. It turns off and on when my home battery reaches a set threshold. It offsets some excess solar power because my power supplier Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen that, Kuhnlan. I've seen that a lot where people, and I get it, I'm the same way. People are not happy with like these power companies come in. Oh yeah, you can do solar, but we're only going to pay you for this amount back to the grid. And it's like nothing. It's really stupid. It's a real shame. There needs to be more incentives out there from federal, state, and local to put solar at home. And then on the flip side, it needs to be worthwhile to sell it back to the grid. It's just not. So it's better. This is why it's better, like yourself, Kunlan, to find opportunities to burn that electric on things like mining, because you're going to make more putting miners on than not. I can't remember anything significant from Gold Shell. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Gold Shell has had some winners in the past. Fully electric is a great example of it. The issue is Gold Shell, you got to get batch 1. You absolutely have to get batch 1. 100%. Yeah. Looking at Gold Shell, a lot of them. Like, let's look at their miners real quick. Okay. It's so short-lived. So, oh, there we go. Yeah. I was already on the screen. So, like the XT box, that thing was crazy when it first came out. Same thing with the AE box, the AL box. Oh man. Not the mini dojas. The mini dojas never like stood out above the rest and made boatloads of money. But like, I would say the AL, the AE, and the XT box. Dude, remember those came out? They were like $9,000, but they were doing really, really well. But you had to be batch 1. You had to get it early, because pretty much what it looked like is like, here's any of those projects, a little bit of uptick. Okay, Gold Shell releases their miners. They either are online for QA or they get shipped out, and like the first batch, and then you start to see that network hash rate go up. So when the network hash rate goes up, that overall profitability starts to go down. But it goes both ways, right? Network hash rate up, profitability goes down, but that hash rate grows so quickly, it just causes everything to go down. Like here, fully electric. Yes, the XT box was a win for me. I was hitting so many blocks per day, and that was with when people got the XT box and then they found platforms like Cryptex was a little bit late. I remember myself and Fully Electric were like testing it out of working with Cryptex to find an avenue, because Cryptex would have been the easiest way to convert every single day into Bitcoin. That's kind of like what I'm doing right now with my INI box. I don't know if anyone else has an INI box, but for me, Innoverse, I did have it on MEXC, and I did flip it over to xt.com. And that's working out much, much better. MEXC put in some KYC verification requirements. So I decided to go with xt.com, and that is a much easier process, a lot less restrictions over there. And so I'm just taking those profits every single day. What was the block worth? I can't remember, but you were making several $100s a day, but it was like a $9,000 machine. Like, it was really expensive. So when you look at it, Gold Shell has had some early wins, but it's short-lived, and that's not Gold Shell's fault. Like, they come in, they're looking to sell hardware, right? Does it dramatically affect the network? Yes. Are people thrilled about it? No. And like you get in the second or third batch after you've seen so many people successful, you're not making as much. And that's during that time period of like you buy a miner and by the time you get that miner, it's making 50% less. Like it was very different. How about the home miner, like the L1? Would it be good starter miner? All right, there's a lot. Michael Michelson, love the question. There's a lot of miners called the L1 out there. We have the Fluminer L1. We have the Fluminer L1 Pro. What's the other one? The Nexus L1, right? That's the script miner, the newer script miner coming out. What's the other one? There's another L1 out there. I'm not remembering. But yeah, which L1 are you referring to? Hecko 1999. Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with us today. Do appreciate your support. Thanks, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, the I&I box, I am taking as many rewards as I can. As many as I can right now. Good morning from Vegas. Oh, I bet you it's toasty in Vegas right now. But yeah, the I&I box, I have that over at my sheds, the shed property. I'm not running that there. I mean, it's 500 watts, but still, like, you know, I'd rather run that at my sheds where I have 7.5 cents versus over here where I'm about 17 cents. The Nexus L1, yeah, I am supposed to be doing a video in the next week or week and a half on the Nexus L1. So once I actually run it and test it out, I'll let you know. You know, keep an eye out on the channel, which would be good. Since the market isn't doing well at the moment, I've switched to solo mining with my only L9. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. On Mining Dutch from PowerPool. Is this a bad idea? You have free electric. Okay, so if you have free electric, the market doesn't, I mean, granted the market is a factor for you, but not as much as what you're referring to. I personally would not be solo mining with an L9. That investment I think is too expensive to be risking it on solo mining. I would probably myself have that pool mining and literally doing, I'd have it on PowerPool getting paid out in Bitcoin. I mean, holy cow, if you're not paying electric at all, like, what is that doing? All right, I need to go see what my dog is barking at. My dog's going crazy upstairs. Hang on. Okay, we're back. We're back. Yeah, if we looked at like an L9 right now, like, let's go back here. I mean, seriously, I just wouldn't put it on solo mining. It's just, that's wild to me. I mean, you're in a great place. Yeah, I mean, you're making almost $10 a day. $10 a day in Dogecoin. And for, I would almost probably do like, how would I break that up? If I was on PowerPool with an L9 with free power, I would probably do 80% into Bitcoin, 10% into USDT or USDC for them, and then 10% into Dogecoin. And I would hold the Dogecoin until Dogecoin slowly goes back up. So at like 20 cents, I would sell some of it. 30 cents, I would sell some of it. 40 cents, I would sell some of it. And roll that into Bitcoin. And then that 10% for USDT, I would just continue saving until you have enough to buy a second miner. Because everybody takes USDT, USDC. That allows you to expand, you know? So it's just a little bit. And I get it. It's like a few bucks each day. But just let that run. I mean, you got free electric, man. You're in a better place than anybody else. And I think, I'm going to be honest with you, don't take this the wrong way. I think you're getting greedy looking for faster returns. So you're going ahead and you are swapping to solo mining, hoping for a quick get rich, even though 10,000 Dogecoin is not going to be this big deal. I mean, it'll be helpful, but it's not going to be life-changing money. So I would say, to be honest with you, try try dip, I would say yes, it's a bad idea. Let's be entirely transparent about it. I've learned my lesson with mining hardware. The people who win are the shovel sellers. Ain't no win-win because ROI is never met. I would say no. I would say you're incorrect there. I think there's a lot of win-wins for people that are buying hardware, but I think the challenge is that too many people buy hardware and think it's a get rich quick. That like, and it's not. It's a long game. And a lot of people like myself, I will buy hardware to offset revenue, which isn't everybody, but it's a lot of people, and they'll expense that hardware because you can expense that in year one. I think too many people are like, I'm going to buy this miner. This is not a miner. This is a C13 to C14, but this is a 90 degree. Had it on my desk for like a year now. I can't even remember where it's from, but they buy this miner and they're like, okay, I'm going to buy this miner. It cost me $300 and this is going to get me rich. And then 3 months later, they're like, mining sucks. This isn't worth it. I've made a few dollars. Or they buy this solo miner and they're like, I'm going to pool mine with this because I want to accumulate 5 cents in Bitcoin every day. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you're using a solo miner for pool mining. You bought it for solo mining, solo mine with it. Like, do what it was intended to do. There's no shortcut here. Steven says, my Flu Miner L1 and L1 Pro have been running nonstop for the last couple. No issues at all. Hell yeah. Nice, man. Roadside says, other users, after careful evaluation, VibTC will discontinue solo payment methods for all coin mining pools. Wow. So they're getting out of the solo game. Interesting. Interesting. I did not read that, Roadside Garage. Thank you for telling me that. I don't think I have anything solo mining right now on via BTC, but that's good to know. Nexus L1 is 320 mega hash at 70 watts, and it's on pre-order. Yeah, I have one coming next week, so I'll let you guys know. How about the L7 on solo mining? If you have free electric, like maybe. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, it depends. Free electric's the big one there. Like, free electric is absolutely the big question mark there. How about the new miners? When these are coming out? Any new info? I know Canaan has their new miners are coming out at CES in January. So a lot of you guys may have seen my video at Bitcoin Vegas, where I looked at some of the new hardware coming out. They had the A16 XP. The A16 XP chips will be in their new home miners, and they're going to release them at CES in January. Outside of that, we don't have any information from AlphaPex out there for any home miners. Nexus is like the new bit-axes kind of coming out. They're not bit-axes, but same form factor. The Nexus S1 has the 1373 chip. I'll have that video coming out here this week, hopefully. I'm waiting for the unit to arrive this week. We'll take a look at it, open it up, take a look as well. Put that thing to the test. But yeah, no AlphaPex from the script miners. Volk Miner, I just got news from Volk Miner that they are not putting any additional money into ASIC mining, and there probably won't be a D3 mini pre at all. They're actually putting their time and effort and labor into AI, so that'll be interesting to see where that goes with Volk Miner. I don't even know if they're going to do their run on their D3s from what I'm hearing. I think they're reselling. From my understanding, Volk Miner is reselling their D3 chips to those that are building like the Nexus L1 or other companies out there. So that is something for sure, absolutely for sure, to keep in mind that most of these home script miners are using the L1s are using the like Volk Miner chips. Who else uses the Volk Miner? The Hammer Miners, Hammer Miner, their script miners are using that as well. Oh, you came on over. You're in Orlando. Got it. Got it. Well, welcome. Welcome, Ascaretta. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. Let's see. Jonas. But I want to get filthy rich quick. How do I start as a total noob when it comes to mining? Great question. Great question. Here's what I'm going to tell you. In my Discord, if you do ! Discord in chat, there is a channel called Beginners Start Here. I don't have the time to go over it with you because I've already put the time in. I have videos. I have articles out there, like podcast out there. So there's a channel in our Discord called Beginner Start Here. That's a great way to help get you started with mining. Fully electric. Oh my God, stop. No one should pool mine with solo mining. That's why it's called solo miners. I get it. Here's the issue, fully electric. And I see this all the time. People message me, hey, I bought a Bidax and I'm pool mining. How much can I make per day? You bought a Bidax, which is a solo miner. It does 1 terahash. It is not built for or designed to pool mine. Oh, I know, but I want to see how much I can make with it. Nothing. Make nothing with it. Like, it's a solo miner. As the point of a solo miner is to solo mine. It just drives me nuts. Do you consider Parasite Pool as solo mining or pool mining? Parasite Pool to me is a hybrid. Those of you guys not familiar with Parasite Pool, you can mine to it. When they hit a block, you get paid your percent of hash rate. I don't know how I feel about that. Parasite Pool reminds me as well as Ocean Pool, which is fine. Like, I think they're both great ideas. I just don't. Parasite Pool, I feel like, is designed by solo miners to try to bring rewards to solo mining, which is fine. I get it. But you're still using the hardware in a very unique and out of format way, if that makes sense. Tomorrow's the last day. I don't know what you're talking. Oh, you're talking about that. Okay. Catching up here. Sorry. You seem like a decent dude. I subbed. What does it take to make 3 to 4K a month profit with these things? You're probably going to spend more money than you have, to be honest with you. To make $3,000 to $4,000 a month, you're going to need significant capital. And if you need to ask how much, and this is not me being rude, if you need to ask how much capital, this isn't the right, mining is not the right thing for you. I mean, you're spending buku bucks. If you're going to make $3,000 to $4,000 a month, yeah, it's going to be pricey. Absolutely pricey for sure. Absolutely. Let's see. Maybe we have different experiences. I have ROI on many miners, but long term, you just end up spending more on electricity. Well, you also have to look at it. Electricity is your largest cost. So unless you're generating your own electricity is your largest cost out there. So like that fluctuates. My electric cost has changed significantly over the years. It was super down. It's gone up. It's now down a little bit more. That always cuts into your profit margins for sure. I mean, that is the biggest factor. Putting all mining aside, you're literally just trading electric for crypto. That's literally, like, if you want to make this as simplest form as possible, you're trading electric for crypto. What's up? I am Wild Dew. Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. Oops, I'm back. Been working from. I didn't even know you were even here, Tech Man. How are you? How about the Canaan brand for new miners? Maybe that is January CES. Open up a credit card and go crazy? Yes, please do not do that. Please do not do that. You will never pay back that credit card. I got to run, going back to work. Have a good one, Fully Electric. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I do appreciate it. Investing in solar and then mining is the most efficient way. I would say yes and no. Yes and no. Solar is not a instant avenue to make more money because you have to put more money into it up front. You know what I mean? That's the difference. And you need significant, like that was somebody who had posted on Twitter earlier. It was like, to run an S21, you need a football field worth of solar panels. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong at all. Like, you need significant upfront capital. You can use dual pool and you can scale solo and pool. I'm stacking a ballot wallet that way and a chance at a block. Yeah, it's not a bad way to go. I just feel like, when I hear people using solo miners to pool mine, it is like using a tool for the complete opposite use. I mean, can you do it? Yes. Like, will it do the trick? Yes. Was it designed for that? No. But that's the nice thing about home mining, that you can absolutely do that. Do Terra compute to make the 3 to 4K a month versus ASICs? Hawks will take care of you. J Styles. 10 terahash solo, 10 terahash pool mining, 40 to 59 cents a day is better than 0. I would say no. I would say if you're making 40 to 50 cents a day, there are alternative avenues to look at to make that, to be honest with you. I think, listen, I would rather make 0 per day and solo mine than pool mine and make 40 to 50 cents a day. Because the solo mining, if you hit a block, is going to be more life-changing money than you trying to earn 40 to 50 cents a day. I don't know if you guys agree. Let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think about donating hash rate? What do you mean by that? I think that's why Voscoin is going solar. Electric company, 5K a month when you could finance a solar. The second you mention financing, I'm out. You do not finance anything. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Like, it's just, the second you bring up financing in crypto mining, you're already gone. You're done for. So anybody who's coming in here and is telling you finance solar panels, finance mining hardware, put it on a credit card, take out a loan, use an SB business loan, you're done. You will not make it. You will fail. You will go bankrupt. You will not be able to pay the loan. And here's why. People think coming into crypto mining, into the crypto mining industry, is a get rich quick and there is a shortcut and they know something more than everyone else does. They're wrong. Do not listen to these people. Now, that being said, talking about solar, I think solar is a great idea, but it's very situational. You're in California, you're in Arizona, you're in New Mexico, Texas, where you get massive amount of solar peak sun per day, a majority of the year. I think it's a great avenue to go. I think solar makes sense in that regard. I think don't go finance it. You're paying a lot of cash. You save your pennies and peanuts for this stuff, guys. Same thing happens with miners. Okay. But you're not going to see me go ahead and spend $100,000 on solar when I can take $100,000, buy ASICs and have them hosted. And you're like, but my solar electric is free. It's not free. You're investing capital just to turn on your miner. You have to make back that capital. So like, that's what people think solar equals free power. Wrong. Solar does not equal free power. That is upfront capital that you're trying to write off. You have to understand that. How long is it going to take you to make back the cost of your solar before your miners even get $1 of profitability? And that's what drives me nuts. Like, we need to be straightforward. In addition to that, solar does not make sense on the East Coast. It does not make sense in areas that don't get 8+ hours of peak sun per day. Like Pennsylvania, it does not make sense to go ahead and buy solar when Pennsylvania gets at the peak months, 3 months out of the year, you get 4 hours of peak sun. It makes 0 sense. 0 sense. Just buy the miners and have them hosted. The infrastructure is taken care of. Yes, you're paying a few cents more. It's just like, it drives me nuts. Absolutely nuts. All right, I need to catch up here because I went on a tantrum. Retro Mike is right. L3++ pool mining is the American dream. That's right. That's right. Set it, forget it. No, I'm kidding. Don't go buy yourself an L3++, please. Please do not. Solar for offset is not free riding mining. Only if you already were considering solar. One big boy ASIC will kill what... Oh yeah, 100%. Go do the math on one full-size ASIC miner on the amount of capital you need to spend and labor and time to run one full-size 3,500 watt ASIC miner. Techman, I still have a chance at solo. And in 4 years, I won't be crying like Tech Hustler. Is Tech Hustler crying? Kyle says, yeah, but you already paying the electric company. Use the money you're paying them to finance solar. No. How are you going to pay back your solar? How are you paying back your solar? I would love to know how you plan to pay back your solar. Love to know. You're going to spend the next 10 years paying back your solar and not make one dime. Voska's going grid tied. He was an early bird and got deep pockets. Dang it. I'm trying to catch up with chat. Let me check 2 places here. Let me check here and see. Twitter over here. Some story whatever. Okay. I'm trying to just make sure I'm catching up on chat. I'm behind. Techman, solar panels are free if you have a mask and a ladder. I love it. Oh, forgot to ask. I'm all new to the channel. What total complete mining video is the one to watch? Jonas, welcome. In the Discord, there is a channel called Beginner Start Here. There's like 5 or 6 videos. Watch them all. Tons of solar scams. If you want solar, do it yourself. I think that's a better way to go to roadside if you are going to go that route. Buy it all yourself. Look at, so Brandon Coin has a fun. I haven't seen any. Have you guys seen any updates from Brandon Coin on the solar build out he was doing? I'm very curious on that. That looked like so much fun. Once my miner makes enough money to pay for itself, I save and use the profits to purchase another one. Yeah, I always recommend people like take a portion of their mining rewards and put them into USDT or USDC, and then after you build up enough in that little piggy bank, you then can roll it into your next miner. We need solar panels when you can just run an extension cord to your neighbors. 100%. We know how you do it. We know how you get by, Retro Mike. I live on solar though, so I do not try to invest in solar to pay for mining costs. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Dizzy Off Grid. I love. There's a few channels out there I watch that are like off grid, and I love that stuff. Yeah. Gotta think creatively with solar. Source parts for cheap and keep stacking those solar deals. Like, I mean, low cost. I mean, hey, you want to go ahead and you want to go ahead and purchase your solar a little bit at a time and build it out, and you're paying cash for it, and it's extra money and you're not financing it. Love it. Love it. I bought 3 kW of panels and a hybrid inverter for $1,500. Got to install it in 1 year. Nice. Keep me updated. Love to hear more on it. Solar doesn't make sense anymore since there were a bunch of rebates. There was, you had your federal and your state rebates, which were awesome. Local rebates as well. And then the price that you would sell it back to your power company used to be really good. Now it's garbage. And they know it. That is a deterrent for them because they don't want more and more people coming in and putting the solar. To be honest with you, I think every new build in the United States should have solar. Like, it should be required to have solar on any new build homes. And if just build it all into the home. Like, it's just another utility built into the home. It can help people save money. If not, it goes back to the grid. Nuclear power plants. I love the idea of nuclear power plants, but we all know a nuclear power plant is going to take like 10 years to turn up. Now, they are refurbishing some of the older ones, which is fine, but like, we need more power tapped into the grid now, not in 5 years, not in 10 years. So like, what are some easy avenues to do? Homes are going up left and right. Easy win there. Easy win there. I'm poorer. I got to piggyback when I can. I love it. I love it. There is also a big difference in the US solar equipment prices versus Europe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I imagine too, you also have to look at like your peak sun in Europe. Cooking Mailman, did you get my Discord message with the little gnomes? Yeah, I did the other day. I commented on that. Yep. Was that was during Max's live stream. What's up, Max? Solar warranty gone when DIY also. Yeah, but the solar warranty is not really that much, like it's not, there's not much value to it. Yep. I like it. I like it. Tip: the best thing to do is to get the right inverter. Don't get a 5K inverter if you plan to go off grid. Oh, good to know. Good to know. I have around 20,000 Kwai. Should I hold on to it and swap it? I mean, I don't hold one bit of Kwai. I don't see Kwai as a store of value. I see Kwai as a highway between mining and earning more Bitcoin or Dogecoin in that regard. So for me, I don't hold any of it. I would hold a little bag. I would hold a bag of Kwai, your moon bag. So if Kwai suddenly has a big pump, you can sell it and roll it into Bitcoin or USDC or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I would not be actively daily just stacking Kwai. That just seems silly to me. That's a massive spec play, especially when you're doing algorithms like SHA-256 or script mining for sure. Well, they make Avalon queues that run cool. That sounds like an oxymoron in crypto mining though, brother. Like, miners run hot. Now, there are options like AlphaPex has the DG1 Home that has an AIO cooler in it. So it runs significantly cooler, still gives off a little bit of heat, but it runs with an AIO, kind of like a hydro setup with like a gelatin in there with a radiator and everything. So that keeps it cool. And that is possibly an option out there, but you have to remember you're running miners, so they're going to run hot regardlessly. Checking in. I'll rewind. Sounds good there, Ranch Hand. Welcome, welcome. Mineral oil. Kind of. It's like a jelly almost, right? is what you get inside of those things. It's kind of what you see. For sure. Guys, we're going to be live for another 15 minutes. I can't believe we've been live for an hour and 15 minutes already. Like, what have we been doing? What have we been doing this whole time? That's why sometimes I come to these live streams with no plans, because I'm like, we're just gonna see where the conversation takes us, which is always lots of fun. Always lots of fun for sure. But do appreciate it. Yes, we have our live stream today. Tomorrow's video, I was actually working on a bunch of these home solo miners. That'll be in tomorrow's video. And then Thursday, you know who's going to join me for Thursday's live stream? Thursday, 12:30 p.m. is Greater Good Mining. Greater Good Mining is going to join me. We're going to talk Caspa. So those of you guys that were like, oh, like, let's talk about Caspa. We're going to talk all about that on Thursday. What's up, Jason? Rody, welcome. I have not looked into the hard fork at all. So it's going to be a good opportunity to chat with him on like, what is this? What is it? What does it mean to miners? Is this another false hope? You know, what exactly is it? You forgot the giveaway. What giveaway? What giveaway did I forget? Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun chatting with Greater Good. I actually have started scheduling out some guests. Crypto Jar, I have, did we figure that out on Twitter? I feel like we had some messages back and forth. Yes, check your messages on Twitter. I'm actually going to be inviting some guests to join me on these live streams on Thursdays or coming up over the next few weeks. So that'll be cool. That'll be fun. The few people that I've connected with. So that'll be great to kind of add some conversation for sure. I enjoy getting in front of like you guys and chatting it out, but I think there is some value to having another person on the live stream, be having some conversations and synergy with, and also like answering questions from chat and stuff like that. So Thursday, Greater Good Mining will be joining me, which is nice. What happened to the Nice Hash easy mining thing? It gets expensive, Nick. If you'd like to fund it, Nick, we'll continue doing that every single time. I agree with Hobbyist Miner. Anything with finance is no. Yep, 100% agree. 100% agree. What's up, Cool Ho 57? Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with us today on your Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, I mean, right now it's just, I'm glad I got my, I was just thinking like, I'm glad I got my INI box up. It's the most profitable for me. It's doing $20 a day and it's using like 90 cents. It's amazing. Love it. Now, could be a total massive scam. I'm not disagreeing with you guys. But the next thing is at Z15. The Z15 I was looking at, I could go two ways with it, right? I think the Z15 Pro, I can go on via BTC and we can convert it over to Bitcoin or USDT. Or I think Cryptex supports Zcash. Love to see PowerPool, but unfortunately PowerPool is just taking way too long to add new coins to their platform. I would love to see PowerPool support Zcash, which would be really, really nice. I got the A2X from Gecko Science. You did a video on it. Got the baby cooking at 8.2 terahash. Awesome. Love to hear that. Why doesn't Max join and return the favor? Max will be joining. Max is going to be joining on the live stream in a few weeks. Nice Hash. I thought Nice Hash was funding it. My bad. Listen, everything costs money. Nothing is free. Hobbyist, do you know why the Dogecoin node would do that on Umbrel? Simple. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Are you referring? So I think, and Retro Mike can correct me if I'm wrong. I know he gets a ton of questions on this. Umbrel's latest update, or more last few updates, have broken the Retro Mike nodes. I think like add new ones getting in there. That I know is an issue. I actually had a problem with Umbrel where like I set up a new Umbrel rig and then I tried to install the Retro Mic stuff and it would start to like 1% and then stop. What I found was I installed an older version of Umbrel and everything worked. So that's the avenue I've gone. Did you buy the INI box or was it sponsored? It was a sponsorship. That was part of the marketing conversation I have with companies is that I'm not going to do anything for free. My time, this is my full-time job. Like I don't do my job for free. And so there are avenues for them to pay. One of the avenues is some of the hardware value can be used in a kind of barter system, a trade for this for that type of deal. So that was one of those scenarios for the hardware was used as part of the marketing package that ASL Miner, that video was sponsored by ASL Miner. Some of that video was paid for from utilizing the hardware. Good question though. I'm always very transparent. Always feel free to ask. Why can't you convert with PowerPool anymore? You can with PowerPool, but PowerPool doesn't support Zcash. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they do, unless I'm mistaken. I don't think PowerPool supports Zcash. Yeah, Bitcoin, script mining, and Caspa. Oh, they do K heavy hash, ETC hash, Eagle Song, X11. Yeah, but they don't support Zcash. That's the challenge there. That's the challenge. It goes to 1% and then back to install. Yes, yes. Simple. That's what I was answering. You have to do an older version of Umbrel. Kyle Coffee. Hi, Hobbyist. I have a DC02 hammer. Love it. And says best difficulty is 125G. But Doge difficulty is in the millions. Correct. Am I missing something? Nope. That is your best. That's your best share. That's your best. So like that's normal. When you have a best difficulty above the network difficulty, that's when you hit a block. Ditch Umbrel, run Zima OS. Umbrel likes randomly consuming more ports than up. Oh, got you. Like as you do the upgrade. See, Retro Mike's got a recommendation for you there. Simple. Install Zima OS. I think he actually, Retro Mike, I think has a video on Zima OS. Saw a video on Parasite Pool this morning. Interesting concept. They just recently hit a block. Yeah, it's a different concept to go. It's very similar to Ocean Pool. So Power Pool only wears pants. I have a conspiracy theory that Umbrel's team only wants people to run. Yeah, I can see that. I get Retro Mike in that regard. I'd be very curious if there is some. That's probably because some of the hidden fees, right? Like, does Power Pool's Umbrel version have a fee associated with it, like a pool fee if you hit a block? You know, Nick's over here. This is why I made my own mining core. You didn't make your own mining core. You took mining core and you added to it, which I think is awesome. Love to see it. It has to be working. It's not functional. Come on now. Does Stratum have a Dogecoin node? I don't think so. But Retro Mike would know. He is like the guru for these home solo mining nodes. Currently, right now, I'm running an older version of Umbrel with Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash, and it runs flawlessly. But I'm not going to upgrade Umbrel right now. The reason I like Umbrel so much, and I talk about Umbrel a lot, is because the ease of use for my audience being very beginner, super beginners. They bought their first BitAxe and like they want to run their own node. I have not played with Zima OS yet. A lot of recommendations from Retro Mike on that. So that's something I want to add to the list for sure. Because the easier and the simpler, the better for my audience. And that's kind of how I always look at it. That's why a lot of the times you'll notice like I won't go insanely complex or insanely into the weeds on certain things because there's better channels suited for that, for those people that are looking for that. For me, it's like, man, that's definitely not my audience. Stratum has one dev. It's called Pow Pow. That's funny. What do you think about Zcash? Why is it going crazy? Listen, I could break out my magic 8-ball and give you some weird wonky answer on Zcash, but at the end of the day, as a miner, you shouldn't really care why something is pumping. Just your question should be how long and how much can you take advantage of it. That is something to really take a look at. Zcash is one that I've shared with you guys before that I saw it pump back in October, November, and was like, awesome, this is fantastic, but I think this is going to be a bubble. Well, then we got into like moving on, February, March, April-ish, it dipped, right? Now, it didn't dip back to where it was. It kind of came down off of that big spike and it came down and plateaued out. And that's when I decided to buy. So April 7th, I bought a Z15 Pro for $4,245. Was an April batch. I should have had it the last week in April. Come to the end of the first week in May, the individual I bought from, that supplier, pretty much said, we can't meet the supply. We have to refund you. I think it was total BS. I think the market flipped because now end of April, whoa, things started to go back up hardcore. And I think they just saw an opportunity where we can make more money reselling this to someone else for 6 $6,400 versus my $4,245. I honestly think that's what occurred, which is typical Chinese business. That's normal to them. They will screw over a customer to make more money somewhere else. So I did end up buying it somewhere else a week ago, 2 weeks ago. It was $6,300. So from April 7th to when I bought this, so 1 month, it went from $4,200 to $6,300. So I spent $1,900 more. And I bought it at a time when I thought it was best. It came off the tails of the pump. It was plateauing out. And I was like, oh, I wanted to wait. I didn't want to be one of those people that bought a Z15 Pro at $9,000. So I waited till it dipped. I tried to play the system the best I could. I just bought from the wrong person. And I won't do that again. Retro Mike, as far as I know, my Doge node is the only one available on these operating systems. And I've only created apps for Umbrel and Zima. No desire to support Stratum or Start 9. Dude, I met the Start 9 guys. Did you chat with this Retro Mike, the Start 9 guys at Bitcoin Vegas? I'm very curious. I want to find out first. Look up. You missed my question. Feel free to post it again, brother. Shit coins pump and then they dump. But you got to leverage some of these shit coins and make sure that you mine them and flip them into Bitcoin and USDC. You're going to make significantly more versus heads down mining. I think I have an addiction. I think you do. The people buying Zcash miners now are the same ones buying GPUs a month before the merge. Maybe. I would say no, because we had our big pump and then it dipped and now we're seeing a big pump again. I would say the people buying GPUs during the first pump, maybe. I did not talk to them. Okay, I spoke with them and they were very like elitist. Like nothing is as good as our product out there. And I was like, okay, well, love to learn more, like love to chat things up. Like, are you guys on Telegram? And they're like, oh, no, absolutely not. I'm like, are you guys on Discord? No, we don't. We have our own private, I forget what they called it. It wasn't like an IRC channel, but it was like a private platform that I don't know. You would probably know, Retro Mike, that didn't have trackability on it and all these things. And like, they were just very like, it was not enjoyable to talk to them. It wasn't that they were rude, but they felt that they were above everybody else. And I was like, all right, well, I'm good. Thanks. Have a good day. Like, I was just like, nope. And cause I was like, oh, well, I've run the Umbrel nodes and stuff and those have really taken off. And they just were like, not pleasant to talk to at all. And I was like, well, we're going to go moving on from here. Absolutely. Retro Mike, are there any coin config example docs for mining core? I've been trying to set up my own Doge and eCash pool. Oh, that's interesting, Oscar. Interesting. All right, guys, we're live for about another 5 minutes. Appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me today. This has been fun so far. Let me check 2 things while we're still live and happening here. Let's go here. Need to pause that. There we go. Nice. Yeah, so once again, guys, if you guys liked the shirt that you guys saw today, you can go ahead and check it out over on the merch store. We will have more of these coming out. Every month, we're going to have a different shirt coming out. The previous month's shirt will be available. This is the Bitcoin one with freedom across the front. So there will be some other ones next month in June. Beginning of June, the first week in June, it's going to come out. It's going to be like an American flag Bitcoin themed one. I think the distressed look too. I kind of like that for sure. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you guys very much for coming to hang out with me today. This has been an absolute blast. Now, where to catch me at 3 o'clock in 1 hour, I will be live on Kanan's, Twitter. They're doing a Twitter Spaces behind the channel. Life as a Bitcoin miner, Bitcoin creator. So if you guys are like, I'd love to learn a little bit more about the business side of, what Hobbyist does, or just like his background or anything like that, it's going to be on, I'm going to put this in chat. It's going to be on Kanan's Twitter. It'll start in 1 hour. I'm going to be sitting down with their team, just casually chatting. It's all audio, so feel free to go ahead and put it on, in the background while you're at work or on your commute. You can save it, and you can go back and listen to it. It's real simple and easy on Twitter. You can listen to it, catch up on it if you want, but that's where I'll be. So in 1 hour, I'd love to catch you guys over there. Love to see some of you guys in there. There isn't a chat on Twitter. It's just a Spaces, but I'm going to scroll through and I'd love to see some of you guys, some of your names in there coming to hang out and represent the home mining community. I think that'll be awesome. So guys, I am out. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys on Thursday. Take care. Bye. I've teamed up with the Mining Disrupt crew to help spread the word about one of the biggest crypto mining events of the year, Mining Disrupt 2026 in Miami, Florida on July 21st through July 23rd. Beginners, home crypto miners, mid-size farm operators, full-scale operators, everyone comes together under one roof in Miami. Expect major hardware launches, industry-leading speakers, creator meetups, and amazing after parties every single night. Tickets are on sale right now and use the code HOBBYISTMINER for 20% off. Link in the video description or scan this QR code. See you in Miami in July.